Frickin Dangerous Bro. Frickin Dangerous Bro.
Kia ora koutou, nau mai, haere mai ki tō mātou pono pāho te whakāturanga o Mōrere Rawa e Mara. Welcome to the Frickin Dangerous Bro show. Locked Up, episode 2.
Beautiful. We back. They didn't think we could do it, but we did it.
Yeah,
We're
you
back.
didn't think we could do it? We did it.
Is that locked up? Is this locked up?
That is...
No, that's injury in wrestling.
Yeah, that's
so send the real ref.
This is actually a real injury in wrestling. Like,
Oh, you go like this?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Sid Vicious actually snapped his ankle. Alright, everyone.
What is this in wrestling? What is this in wrestling?
I don't
That's
know.
party mode. So in the Hell in a Cell, if you see a ref do that, the lights will change.
Turned
And
into
the
a
disco ball
party.
comes out?
Yeah. Hey, we're back. This is episode 2 of Locked Up. How are you guys feeling this week? Good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy that we, like getting the first one out of the way.
Yeah.
Like getting the monkey off your back.
Huh?
Getting the monkey off your back.
Getting the what? Monkey
The
off your back?
Getting the monkey off your back.
What
Like,
kind
what
of
is
ye
this?
oldie
Another thing.
times fucking...
What
this
does
is
that
another thing
mean?
You guys haven't heard of the. All right, I'm gonna Google monkey off your back.
Oh, yeah, my
I
God.
just want
okay,
you
so
to
for,
know-
for new listeners,
It
Jamaine is
auto-filled.
10, 15, 20 years older than us. And so he has all these
Definition
sayings.
of get the monkey off one's back. To
Mean?
to remove or solve a problem that has been difficult to get to solve.
So that doesn't quite
That's what
apply.
it said on the definition.
No.
That
well,
is
it was
difficult
it,
to
it,
get
It was.
to solve.
Oh man.
No, it doesn't match our
Just
situation.
Off to a bad start. You guys making
The
fun
more
of me.
appropriate saying would be to get the armadillo off your dick.
I get that. Wow,
That-
very crystal clear.
That is far
That
more
makes- now
appropriate.
that is a saying.
Oh, it's,
but
good
yes.
it's good to get the armadillo off my dick. I'm just let me tell you.
I've just been, I've been so worried about this armadillo thing all week.
Pax, remember back when we did the previous version of the podcast?
Yeah.
What was the saying that you came up with? Do you remember
Nip
that?
in the butt.
No. It was it's a cold day in a hot pool or whatever.
Yes, and let me tell you, doing this podcast has been
A cold
no.
pool in a hot
What was
pool?
it? That's a
Ah,
cold.
You don't remember.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
no,
I love it. Ah, that's
any-
good. I
any
hated
listeners-
that saying so
any
much.
Oh no, yeah.
I-
Oh. It's this.
I fucking hated
It's
that so
this.
much.
That's a cold move in a hot pool.
I
Yeah, it's
hate
something
that
like that.
so much.
It's
So
a
any
cold-
listeners who actually remember what it is, contact us and tell
That
us.
is-
So we
I'm
can,
pretty sure it's a
piss
cold
off
move
That
in
is
a hot pool.
exactly it. That is exactly it. And
It's when someone
I
does.
hate it so much.
When someone double crosses you. When someone slights you.
Yeah, that's what
Anyway.
It's a cold move in a hot pool.
I would
It's
like
good to be back.
I would like
It's good to be back.
apologize
It's
for
good
the
to be
way.
back.
What? What? What are you?
Yeah.
Go,
What?
go.
Why are you laughing so much?
Talk.
Cause why?
This is going so smoothly.
It's gone smoothly.
Anyway,
No,
Jamaine was saying.
I would like to apologize for my hosting last week.
Why?
I feel like
Why?
I was a bit rusty, like I didn't keep it smooth because I'm usually the one who keeps the train on the tracks,
Yeah.
And I felt like and that's why I said get the monkey off the back.
Right.
Even though
I
that was
see.
wrong.
Right.
So I was like, I'm back in the groove.
I mean, you did multiple times during the first episode.
Uh-huh.
You did say, "All right, you done?"
Can we move on?
Yeah. I wasn't very like I was a bit blunt
Also-
in some of those.
Yeah, you were also shutting down every emotional thing. So I was like, what's going on here? Anyway, so we're back for episode 2. We're very happy with how, the listeners have absorbed the podcast back into their lives.
Yeah. What
I didn't realize
sorry.
how important our shitty podcast was to so many people.
I know.
That
And
was
that makes me
lovely.
feel good.
What I really
weird.
liked,
Yeah.
was like the feedback was 100% positive. And like how like on the internet there's always lots of negative stuff, right?
What are you talking about? The internet's always positive,
Oh,
baby.
Yeah. But I guess what it tells me is that we have cultivated the people that come to Frickin Dangerous Bro are fans of us. We don't have hate fans, like people that come to us to hate us.
And
Yeah.
that.
And I like that we've avoided that.
And you know how we've avoided that, Jamaine?
How?
By not getting that famous.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Not getting too
You know what that
famous.
is? That's a sign that you're not that well known. Because not enough people
No, we're
know
in
you
the
to
sweet
not
spot.
like
We're
you.
in the sweet spot. I don't want to.
Yeah,
Let's stay here.
Yeah. Let's stay here. I don't want to get too well known because then you get the hate. I don't want that to happen.
Oh yeah, it sucks. Don't go any more than 30K of followers anywhere. It's a wrap for you. It is just the worst. Don't do it.
Sweet.
But yes, we're back. So this is cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna this week we're gonna move into kind of the format of the show that Locked Up is gonna be kind of going forward, right?
And it's a little different. It's a little new
Yeah,
compared to the old one.
new. It's a little fresh. It's a little updated.
Oh, there he is.
Delicious
Oh, wow.
little
Oh, he's
morsel.
feeling
of-
it.
Yeah, wow. I like
Thank
it.
you,
in
thank
its
you.
body.
I was feeling the vibes there.
Yeah.
It's updated. It's cool.
You know when he gets
although-
his shoulders in there.
Although something that we are going to bring back
Yeah.
that we didn't do last week from the old version of the podcast is the
What?
stings, the
Oh,
drops.
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
yeah.
So James
Cut the
is
shit.
Hey, Jamaine.
Cut the shit.
Jamaine,
Cut the shit.
I'm the captain now.
Cut the shit.
well. I used to play the drops, but yeah, James has hooked it up so that now he can play the drops.
The thing that
baby.
Jamaine would.
I don't want you. I don't want you.
The thing that Jamaine- The thing
10
that Jamaine would-
surprising benefits of honeydew melon. Number 1.
No, I've accidentally
It's
initiated
rich in
fruit chat.
nutrients. Number 2, it may help reduce blood pressure.
Did you just have this ready to go?
Number 3, it contains nutrients vital to bone health. Number 4, may improve blood sugar control.
How many?
I didn't even hear what the fruit was.
It was honeydew melon.
Oh.
You just had that tab open?
Yeah.
How long have you had that open
How many-
for?
how
A
many-
year and a half.
How many fruit tabs do you have open?
I just have one because I decided I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw in a fruit chat. They're not gonna know.
Wow.
I'll do honeydew
Well, let me
melon.
close the fruit chat.
No, I don't want you. I don't want you. Well done.
Amazing.
What other
Wow.
drops have we got sitting there?
Oh yeah, so remember these?
It's your man Montel Jordan. Yo, have a great
Oh.
one. God bless.
Oh, he's a good
I'll
boy.
never
That
forget
doesn't
that.
sound. That doesn't sound like it's specifically for us, even though it was.
Yeah, but it was. It was.
That just looks like
Um,
Montel Jordan is just.
That's for any new listeners. Here are the drops that we used to play in the old
Yeah,
version
yeah,
of the
yeah,
pod. Also, we paid Montel Jordan $150 to shout us out on Cameo for the show.
Title of my mixtape.
That was also
yeah.
when Pax tried to do title of my sex tape, but actually accidentally said mixtape.
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
It's in the.
Are you going to explain all of them?
Yeah, that's the bloopers for Rush Hour 2.
I always dreamed to square modern.
Another one.
blooper from Rush Hour 2.
Come on, jump in.
So, for all you sting heads, put that in your system. You sting heads.
What was that again?
Come on, jump in.
That was that.
Come on, jump in.
Was that the intro to my segment?
Yeah, that's from Gaping.
That's like a phrase from from the Gape Nation.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all that to say, we've got our stings back. So yeah.
Not
Cut
all
the
of them.
shit.
Not all of them.
Cut
But
the
some of them.
shit.
Like for example, we can't just play Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. The song because
We'll get a
then
copyright
We'll
strike.
get copyright when it uploads on YouTube. So unfortunately, R.I.P. Montel. Not Montel Jordan.
didn't
He's
die.
not.
He didn't
Us
die,
playing that sting on the.
But yes, so we're back. We've got stings and we're ready. And Jamaine, why don't you? Here's the thing: we won't. I don't think we'll explain what each segments are now, but we'll allow you to discover them as we go.
Natural discovery.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
so
the
we'll do
first
our
segment
first-
is what we like to call secrets. Should we? We have to invent a sting
Okay,
for it.
ready? I'm gonna do the backing track, Jamaine, and you do the vocals for secret.
Ja-
the
James,
secrets.
jump in if you feel the vibes, all right?
Yeah, I'll do sound effects.
Ready? Say secrets again the way you did.
Secrets. It's the secrets. The thing that you don't know about
Stuff you didn't see or
This is
see.
new for you. was beautiful.
Right.
I
That was
like
nice.
that.
I
James,
can't
you
wait to
gotta
clip that out.
Oh
Yeah, it's
man,
gonna be beautiful.
I'm excited about that.
Secrets. Yeah,
Um,
okay. So, secrets. Explain what secrets is, Jermaine.
So this segment is where we tell you a little behind the scenes story from our TV show Frickin Dangerous Bro on the road.
It doesn't. I feel like it doesn't. It doesn't have to be from just the TV show. Maybe it could be from a live
lives.
show
Wow,
that we.
Pax, you're just throwing out a change to the segment, even though we discussed beforehand what the segment is. Do not
Pax, I
introduce the
thought-
segment, and Pax is just like,
No, I'm just.
oh no, maybe
Pax, I
the
thought-
segment isn't
I just,
what we
I just
previously
feel like we could
discussed.
adjust on the fly with the audience. You know, bring them in.
I thought you were gonna be like, it doesn't have to be about the TV show or about my own personal life. Like, for example, I murdered a guy in 1997. I was 6 years old. Secrets. Blood on his hands.
No, I was saying it could be from like a festival run that we did,
Okay.
or like
Well,
know,
in
whatever.
that case, let's just call it stories on the road.
no, it's called Secrets.
Okay, it's called secrets.
James, do you wanna heed this secret, because I feel like this affected you the most.
Okay, so this is a very what's it called, traumatizing secret / life experience that we had. So this
Why?
was for filming our TV show, Frickin Dangerous Bro on the road. TV
Mm-hmm.
is on demand, available now. You can stream it.
Mhm.
We went to Wairoa for one of the episodes, and in that episode, we, in most episodes, we go on the street and we talk to a lot of people, like
And
a lot
just
of
to give
members
you a
of the
little
public.
context about Wairoa, Wairoa is well known for its kind of for gangs there.
Yeah,
Right?
There's gangs in Wairoa.
Yeah,
Primarily the Mungra mob are there,
And
right?
Mhm.
I think there's the Black Power as well. But
And
yeah,
Black Power.
the
So there's,
Mungo
like,
Mob is
Also,
is
probably
definitely
Crips as well.
What?
Probably Crips, I guess. Bloods.
Bloods.
The Sloppy Joes. They're
Warriors.
there. Sloppy Joes are there.
The sloppy Joe. There's a big contingent of sloppy Joes
Huge
here.
sloppy Joe contingent.
Yeah, it's the HQ.
Yeah.
There's some of the sloppiest in the gang.
The sloppiest Joes you've ever seen.
There's some of the sloppiest Joes.
So it's got a big community of gang members there from generations too, right? So it's not just like new. They've been there for a while. Anyway, all that to say, we were interviewing people on the street like we normally do, little vox pops. And I remember one day, it was actually our last day
Do you
of
know what
filming
Vox
in
Pops
Wairoa.
What's that?
means? Do you know what Vox Pops means?
What?
Voxule pop,
Vocal pop?
voxule propaganda.
It means voice of the people.
Oh.
Yeah, so on the news, so they go out and they
What?
interview people of the street.
Yeah.
On the street. It's called Vox Pops in the industry, and it means voice of the people.
The more you know.
Vox? What's Vox?
This is another segment. It's called Secrets Within Secrets. It's industry secrets hidden within our segment.
Okay,
secrets.
and then this
Well, I
is the
hope
theme
it's
for
called
that.
voice of the people, because otherwise I'll...
That's the X-Files.
Oh, sorry.
That's something slightly different.
Anyway, so we're talking to people on the street, and it was the last day of filming in Wairoa. It was our last hour, actually, of filming there.
And
And,
thank the heavens it was.
Thank the heavens it was, because we were talking to, I think the owner of the bakery / laundromat there,
Yeah.
and I, as you do in Auckland, sometimes you throw up a shaka. It's like kind of surfer culture.
Yeah,
You
we
go, "Yo,
shaka.
You shaka.
Yeah, bruh.
We kind of started doing it ironically, and now we do it.
And now we
kind
just
of-
do it.
Yeah.
However, right, in gang culture, specifically Mongrel Mob gang culture, that means
Shaka.
something else.
Well, it means...
Isn't it that way though?
Yeah, I think it's the other way. Well,
It's that way.
it kind of doesn't really matter. Like...
It's
Sure.
relevant to where you're standing.
Yeah, like you can't be standing in front of a Mongrel Mob member and then go like this, and he's like, "Hey," and then you go,
it's the other
and he's like,
way. It's
okay.
something different.
So we were talking to someone, and I was like, "Oh yeah, true, yeah, shaka." And then this older gentleman who was like covered in tattoos, this older like ex,
Probably in his
probably
60s.
current
60s.
60s Mongrel Mob tatted ass dude,
Yeah.
just stopped the interview, like interrupted us, and was like, "What did you do there?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "What did you do there?" I was like, "Oh," and then I immediately clicked what I had just done and where I was, and I have never felt fear so deep into my loins from such an old person
Did you?
in
Is that
my life.
like for real? Like you felt really scared?
my nuts dropped. Only because I was like, not from him. I was like, he's old. He's not going to do anything. He's
But
been
what
sitting.
could
He's been sitting on this chair for like 20
45
minutes.
minutes.
He
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah,
done- like he
yeah.
hasn't done anything. He's been chill. He's been quietly listening. But mans could have a phone.
No, and wide away you don't need a phone. You're just like, yo.
Yeah, just call someone over. And so I had to very quietly explain to him, "Oh no, I was doing something else. It means something else." But he, being old, was not 100% there and wasn't quite hearing what I was saying, and he just kept going, "Why are you making fun of that? Don't make fun of that." And just not aggressively, but kind of, but like just pushing it forward. And the further he did that, the more my balls went into my body and into my torso.
And then I tried to diffuse the situation because I could kind of see it.
Yeah, what did you guys do?
I
was trying to think back.
Inside
I'm trying to think back. I can't remember what my reaction was.
I was like freaked out as well. I was like, oh no, like this is a situation. So I just went, oh no, you just did a thumbs up.
Oh, you lied? You straight up
Yeah,
lied?
I straight up lied. No, he just did a thumbs up. It was just a thumbs up.
Wow, you went
He
into
wasn't buying it, though.
You actually
was
went
not
into
buying it.
survival mode.
Yeah. And I was just like, no, it's just a thumbs up. Hey, thanks, man. And I was just like, all right, let's go. And then
I jumped in and said, no, it was this, and he wants to fight. He wants to fight.
Yeah, and luckily that was our last. I think the last thing we filmed there in
Oh
Wairoa.
my god!
And we
It
got
was
there.
literally the last thing we filmed. We all hopped in our van and drove the fuck away from
Kept
there.
it. I honestly can't remember whether I was scared. Like I remember the moment, obviously, but I don't like remember what my emotion was.
Did you just disassociate?
Horny? Were you horny? Was that your emotion at the time?
Yeah, maybe I was really horny. Yeah,
Pax, did you just disassociate?
Maybe
And
I
you're like,
think-
oh, and then just like,
yeah. I
Fuck
think
that.
I just switched it off.
You know what's funny? I was like, when it happened, because like you when you're filming a TV show, you're surrounded by other people who are in the crew who do like liaising, so
Yeah.
they'll
The
go talk
producers and
to the producers and the production people. They'll go up and talk to people and be like, hey, do you want to talk on camera? Or they'll be like,
Sign
after
the
you
waiver
talk, they'll be like,
thingy.
do you want to sign the thing? And they're kind of as talent, they're like your little barrier between.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
that moment, I was thinking,
jump in.
oh yeah, I was thinking jump in. But then when I think about it now, I was like, hey, white guy, jump in. and like you'll do a better job at diffusing this situation than a Maori dude. Like,
So the
What-
white guy
what?
that Jamaine is referring to is producer Cam,
Yeah,
who was
yeah,
on the
yeah.
road with us.
What
And
would have
he
happened?
Actually, as soon as we got out of there, he actually was like, "Oh, I'm glad that was our last thing we filmed there because we needed to get the fuck out. That was scary." Ass.
What do you think would have happened if it did escalate?
I don't think it was able to escalate. I think he just would have like educated us, just been like, you can't do that, you can't make fun of
Right.
us. And, I
You
think
don't-
that's
but-
where it would have gone.
Yeah, right.
You don't think he would have called someone and said, "Oh, these guys are making fun
It
of us?"
only would have happened. That only would have happened if we were straight up idiots and
Yeah.
tried to be also confrontational.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only way.
Do you know what I think saved us?
What?
There were cameras there.
I feel like that might have racked him up more, to be honest.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Like, I think he might not have said anything if it was just us, like, hanging around.
Oh, do you know
right.
what? Do you know what I was genuinely thinking about this? I was like, what would have happened if it did escalate? I reckon we would have hit up our homie from Rugged and Wild. We would have hit
Yeah.
up Rugged. Because
Yeah.
he has family in the mob. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
can
yeah.
vouch for us.
Yeah.
And
he
it would
would've-
have been all good.
Yeah. I would have been like, yo, let's fucking call up Rugged, man. Yo,
But then he
Right,
would have
right,
shown
right.
up, and then he would be like, "What did you guys do?" And then we just went like this, and then he'd be like,
And he's like,
"Hey?
what the fuck did you do?
What did you do?" We're like, "No."
And he's like, are you making
You
fun of
too,
this? And we're
friend.
like, we escalated it. By the way, check out Rugged and Wild on like
Yeah.
Spotify or wherever.
Yeah, they're
at.
actually
a
a
rap
dope
group,
rap
and
duo.
Yeah, they're dope.
they're dope. They're real
Dope
cool.
and lovely and
Yeah.
nice.
They're
Dope
cool.
and lovely and nice.
Yeah. That's the name of their album.
Lovely, lovely and nice.
No,
They're called
dope and
Rugged,
lovely and nice.
Rugged and Wild featuring. Oh yeah, out present Lovely and Nice
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
out on
but yeah,
Death Row
so-
Records.
So that's a big old secret. that from my, and I'm glad you guys also remember it because I remember it very vividly.
What about when the those young boys, we did the interview with those young boys, and one of them goes,
Here?
"Oh, was that Narawawahia here? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, okay,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was Wairoa as well.
You're doubling up. You're throwing in a second secret.
Hey, this is just one secret, all right?
You know
It's
what?
one secret.
I'm gonna go double secret. We were in Narawawahia only because it's similar experience. This is that one I probably disassociated and I don't remember any fear. This one I remember not fear, but I definitely remember like I was
Your
nervous.
hackles, your
I was-
hackles went up.
yeah, my what?
Your hackles.
Don't talk about my hackles, man.
Don't be talking about his hackles like
Don't
that.
be out here talking about
Sorry,
my.
I didn't
hackles.
realize your hackles are so private to you, man.
I have private hackles.
Okay. Noted.
What are you doing? You know how I feel about my hackles.
Sorry, man. I should have known better,
We
bro.
talk
That's
about
my
this
fault.
before every podcast.
Oh,
Pax
God.
goes, "Hey man, just remember,
Don't mention my hackles.
mention
Don't
my
bring up my
hackles, alright?
hackles.
I'm quite private about my hackles."
Everything is on the table except my hackles.
My hack-
I had a hackle incident in 2004, and so I don't talk about it.
All
You
right,
can talk about
hackles.
anything. Anything.
Anything.
The fact that I fight children. The fact that I trade illegal firearms. The fact that except do not talk about my hackles.
Hackles and jazz hands.
So close. The line is so fine.
Cut the shit.
All right,
Okay.
here we go. What's
We
the
were
secret? What's your
interviewing-
hurry up, get your
we were
dice.
Get
interviewing
through it
this
quickly,
young
get through it
guy.
quick.
We're interviewing this young guy, probably 18, 19,
Yeah.
and his mate, his homie, who was probably similar age, was just kind of circling us. He didn't want
Yeah.
to be part of the interview though.
Yeah.
He was just kind of circling us, and he just would say random things, and then he would come like next to us, look through the window of a store that has.
No, you know what
boarded
the
up.
worst part of that was? Because that's fine if he's just kind of
Yeah.
But prior to that, he complimented one of us on our shoes. And we know in universal intimidation language, that means those will be on my feet soon.
Yeah, but it was the tonal change. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, you guys are funny, you guys, and then tone changes, and then I like
He
your
goes,
shoes,
Yeah.
and it's like, ah,
Yeah, and we're like, okay.
yeah, that was
And then they're like, action. And we're like, hey, we're here with it.
that was. I was nervous. I remember the nerves of that one, and I was nervous for that one because
It was unpredictable.
Here's what I remember from that.
it was very
situation.
unpredictable. Yeah,
Those two dudes were in a good mood because of some kind of substance.
Yeah,
yeah.
they
You
were on
could
something
some
for sure.
some could say the mood was a little too good.
Yeah. So they were in a good mood. They were vibrant.
Yeah.
The one guy was excited to talk
I've never
to
heard.
us
I've
on
never heard
camera.
someone being on drugs being described as vibrant.
But
So vibrant.
Symptoms
it felt
include-
like we were on a knife edge, and it.
Yeah,
could've
that's
turned
what
at
it felt.
any
I think
moment.
that's what I felt like.
Yeah.
Is that we were right on the edge.
Yeah.
Do you know what's the funniest thing about this?
What?
So we felt that all the way through that interview. We
Yeah.
get through it. No one gets hurt at the end, and we're like, okay, phew, it's still quite intimidating. And at the end of it, a van pulls up, and like their auntie picks them up.
Yeah, and
It's
you
on the
realize like,
van.
oh, they're just kids, man.
Yeah.
And I was just like, God damn.
And that is the end
Yeah.
of secrets.
Secret. Oh, we have a sting.
Oh,
put
will
it
you
in
edit the
manually.
sting in?
Yeah.
Well,
wait,
should we-
wait.
should we-
Do it one more time. Close it one more time, and then.
Well, but
we'll
we
go
should
quiet.
just pause for 10 seconds while the sting plays, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is the end of secrets.
I really hope we paused for too long, and so this thing ends, and then there's like 3 seconds where we're just like,
Oh no, I will not be putting any stings on there. It will go out as is. Anyway, what's our next segment, Jamaine?
Well, James, how about you go through, you take this segment.
Okay. So our next.
Do you
I'm trying to
remember,
what it
is?
was? We talked about it.
Well, should I tell you the name of the segment, and
Oh.
then you'll remember? And
Yeah.
then,
Okay, you say it, and then I'll introduce it.
all right, it's time for the next segment that James should have introduced, called "What the hell is this?"
Oh yeah. So this segment is called "What the hell is this?" and you have to say it exactly like that every time. And on "What the hell is this?" what we're gonna do is this is a segment where one person in the group has expressed that they don't know something in pop culture, and the other two will attempt to try to explain what that thing is to that person. Right?
But did you
And
say pop culture or pup culture? Like, is this strictly
Oh
dog
man,
related?
Oh shit!
I
No, I
don't
said pop culture.
Oh,
you
so-
said
okay,
pop
so-
culture?
Wow,
Yeah.
you
What the hell
flipped
is a leash?
I thought it was going to be about pop culture, and now you've just switched on a dime, and now it's about pop culture. Oh man, I'm not prepared for this.
No.
No, but is it pup? But is it seal pop culture?
yeah,
Is
Is
it
it
maybe
even
dog
more
seal.
niche? Is it even more
Yeah,
pointed?
yeah. It's not even dogs, it's seal pups.
Oh god, no!
Oh man, I'm not
We've
prepared
really-
for this at all.
We've really shot ourselves in the flipper.
Oh. No, pop culture. Fuck it out.
Yeah. Okay.
So for this week, so in our group chat, we realized. So I just to give it some context, I shared a meme about the new announcement, the Facebook Meta, the metaverse that Mark Zuckerberg kind of announced this week. It was a big news. It was everywhere, and it became the topic of many memes. So I shared a meme that combined that and the TV show I Think You Should Leave, because I know the boys love the show, on our group chat. And I found
didn't
out
know
that
it was. I
Jamaine-
think you should leave.
Yeah, see.
I forgot.
So I found out two things that day. One, I don't know. Jermaine doesn't know how memes work, and two,
Yeah, I do.
he also doesn't know what the metaverse is. This announcement. So Jermaine, could you just fill us in on what you think this metaverse
James,
announcement
you fro-
actually
you fro-
is?
Oh, here we go. You froze for a
froze,
moment,
James.
but you're back. You're back. It's fine.
Yeah, just okay. Jermaine, tell us what you think the metaverse announcement actually was.
The metaverse announcement is the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Man movie. Instead, he's going to go into the metaverse.
Produced by Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, what does he have to do with this?
Oh.
Oh my god! Do you know who that is?
No. Okay. I'll tell you exactly. Yeah, I'll tell you what I know.
Okay.
Facebook is
Yeah.
changing its name
Yes.
to something
Well,
else.
no.
Oh.
Facebook is
No,
not
let
changing
him.
its name.
Let him.
Okay,
let him
sorry,
get it. Let
sorry,
him get
sorry.
it. Yeah.
Facebook is changing its name. Okay, well, I mean, I do know this, but I didn't say it right. The parent company is changing its
Yes.
name
Yeah.
to Meta. And Mark Zuckerberg did a presentation about it, and it turns out he's hugely out of touch with the world. That's what I know about.
Okay. That's what you know about it?
Yeah.
What do you want to know more about?
I don't know, man. This is your segment.
I'm gonna be honest with you, James.
What do you want me to know more about?
I have to come clean. I've just
What?
realized that Jamaine knows the same amount as I do. I thought
The
Jamaine.
segment is falling apart.
I thought Jamaine was in the dark, but turns out we're both in not the dark, but
Equally
like
illuminated.
lightly dim. It's just like dim.
No. Well, here's the thing. When I say he's not in touch, I'm like, I don't know any examples of why he's not in touch. It's just like
Yeah.
the little things that have popped in. I'm like, oh, he just has no idea. Like, and that's
think-
why
okay.
that's why people are like, the metaverse is weird because this guy just has no clue. But I don't know what metaverse is. Like, I don't know what that is. I just know he did a presentation and people were like, "You're a dumbass." Is that right?
Yeah. So that's like the gist of it. But
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
the
So okay, so I
specifics-
know the gist.
Yeah. The specific
Or
of
is
it,
it
Or the
pronounced guest?
Or the guess? We did the
Mm.
same joke.
Well, it wasn't a joke. It's a genuine question. Is it pronounced just or gist?
No, Jermaine's not joking.
Wow. Maybe
What?
we should change
Alright,
the segment
another
to Jamaine
segment
not
within
knowing
what
about
the hell
the
is
term
this?
just. Did
Another
we
hell
just do the
is
same
just?
joke? Did we do the same joke again at the same time?
Wait, what did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said we should change the segment to Jamaine not knowing the term about the term just.
I
that what
said
you
it's
did?
similar. I said within what the hell is this? We're going to do a second. What the hell is this?
Can Can we just continually do the same joke at the same time?
No, we can't do this for every segment. It's like secrets within secrets.
Cut the shit. Cut the shit.
All right, well, explain
No.
to me what the metaverse is.
Okay, so it turns out
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
only know a little bit more.
What a segment! What a segment! What the hell is this? When the three of us barely know about the thing and can't explain to each other any more information.
We all three of us know equal amount.
No, I know a little bit more than Jamaine. I know more than Jamaine.
Okay, add on this little
So
nugget of knowledge that you have.
I know that his sweater is grey. That's it. No, no. The reason why people are like, oh, he's out of touch, is because a lot of it is like VR, like virtual reality, and a lot of it is things that no one asked for. / 1, no one asked for, 2, no one wants, and 3 will violate everyone's privacy even more than like, because you know how Facebook's already in hot water for like all that, like the privacy,
Yeah.
like Cambridge Analytica leaks.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
made a cold move in a hot pool.
They made a huge.
They're making the cold. They're making the coldest move in the hottest pool.
But everyone is like, everyone already hates you for this. Everyone is like, everyone already hates you for this.
Yeah.
Why
James
are you
is trying
doubling
to,
down?
James is trying to leave this behind. He's just trying to move on. He's like, fuck, fuck you're saying.
I hate that saying so much.
You can't kill it, man. You can't kill it.
Anyway, yes. So that's like everyone's like, everyone already hates you for that. Why are you doubling down and like going, this is a big feature we all wanted?
What? So what's the big feature?
This
Yeah, it's
VR, this VR
It's your
universe.
life. It's gonna be your life, like out in the like. It's like it's very like he's thinking so far ahead, too far ahead that no one even wants that. No one wants what he's proposing.
It's also like no
What
one
is he
wants it, but it's
proposing?
also like, you know those movies. What was that movie that came out kind of semi recently? Where
Ready Player
Ready Player
One.
One.
Ready Player One.
it's like that. And if Ready Player One has taught us anything, it's that VR worlds only
It's a good
end.
way to hang out with the Iron Giant.
And if you ever wanted to hang out with the Iron Giant, here we go.
Look, Ready
It fe-
Player
it fe-
One.
It feels scary to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In that people already try and lose themselves in the internet. This
Yeah.
is just the next layer of that. That's the next step of trying to lose yourself. And for some people, that might be alright. You might. be-
He's gonna run out of breath soon.
Arms are heavy, knees weak, arms are heavy.
I don't-
Spread on the zone
I
ready.
don't remember
Mars
it.
spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready.
I don't remember the song starting with
This
the
version of the rap
Tars
is
ready.
this version of the rap is about Mark Zuckerberg, not Eminem.
Songs are ready. That's the first lyric.
You gotta
that
lose
see.
yourself on the internet, on Meta, and you won't feel better. Something.
Something.
Sauce
You
ready.
ended it with something. Normally people use something as in the middle of the sentence to go da 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 something da da da. But you did the end sentence and then you said something.
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
He ain't gonna be a Rush Hour 3, that's true.
Oh,
That's pretty much and like so everyone. How do you guys feel about like the idea of a VR world?
Well, doesn't
Do
it
you know what I
cost
mean?
money and stuff? You have to have a VR. I just can't be fucked, eh?
Yeah, there's a whole. That's a.
I can't be fucked putting on a headset. Like, fuck that.
There's a whole raft of reasons why it's a bad
Bro,
idea.
I use my phone. I'm on the
Yeah.
internet. I barely turn the sound on. I do everything in quiet. Like the way I engage with the internet is like it's from a distance almost.
yeah,
Like I can't be fucked like getting in there,
Yeah.
putting on the VR headset and being inside the internet. Like I'm like, nah, like Ugh.
Are you fucking the internet? The headset is the condom? Is the
No,
is
no.
the internet condom?
The
Are you gonna
internet's a big world, and then you hop inside it and walk around. The internet's like a bank, you know? You walk inside the bank and you walk around the bank. Although there's less
You're
banks.
interacting with banks all wrong, man. You're not meant to just walk around the bank.
Then the
How do you think
security guard
banks
comes
work?
up to you and goes, "You've been in the bank for an hour. What do? You casing the joint?" And you're like, "Look, man, look,
What do you want me to do?
the metaverse."
What was your question, James? How do we feel about it?
Yeah, how do you feel about the
Uh,
idea of a metaverse?
I understand its appeal for a lot of people. There are a lot of people who have lives that they want to get away from, and
Yeah.
that makes 1000% sense. I get that.
Mhm.
And also people who like physically maybe they're like paralyzed from the neck down. It's there are people who
Yeah.
this will be an unbelievable experience. I get
True.
that.
To give them a second chance.
Yeah, give them a new lease on meta life,
Mm.
But it's just scary to me. The notion that you can so easily escape and go to this like world that isn't the real world but feels like the real world freaks me out because a lot of people I don't know why it freaks me out.
It's just
It
scary,
just freaks
man.
me out. Maybe my fear is irrational. To be honest. Maybe my fear is fueled by like sci-fi and like, if you go into a virtual world, the world as we know it will crumble and deteriorate. Maybe it's irrational, but I can't help the fact that this
Also,
freaks me out.
There's something about it being like the video itself is so silly because everyone knows the final product isn't going to be like this. This is a situation of McDonald's burgers on the photo versus what you get in real life.
Yeah.
Like, and then the same way with Google Glass as well, where
in
Google
real life
Glass
it's
was
going to
gonna
look
be
like
the next-
RuneScape.
Yeah, no, yeah, but Google Glass was like the next best thing, and it's like high tech, and then you put it on and you look like Dr. Octopus. You look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And
You
so
know,
no one adopted it, and
there's
so
this,
people think that that's
No one
happening.
octopted it.
There's this
Wow.
there's this home makeover show that I watch.
What's it called?
I forget what it's called.
Don't
Um,
believe you
If it's
anymore.
called Extreme Makeover Home Edition, I swear
No.
the name is in it.
I think it's called Pimp My Home. And
Oh.
Nice.
no, I forget what it's called.
Yo, dog, we heard you like toasters, so we put 30,000 toasters in your kitchen.
And so what it's a British show, and what they do is they go, like they get. So someone goes, "I want my house redone to benefit our family more," and then they get some designers to redesign what they think their house should be, like architects, and they go, "This is what it should be," and it's a VR world, and then the person goes into the VR world and looks at what their house
With a VR headset?
So that's the weird thing that I find about the show. They put on the VR headset,
Wow.
but then what we see is them without a VR headset. But they're not animated people; they're the real people. And
Wait,
I'm like,
in the VR world.
in the VR world,
Oh.
yeah, it's a bit weird. But anyway,
I thought you were gonna say so they do the home makeover and then they put on the VR headset to show you what it's gonna look like, and then when the person has a VR headset on, the producers gap it and they're like, "That's your house now."
you live in there. We took
That's
our
like-
house. I don't know why I brought that up, but if the metaverse is like that, then cool, man.
Jermaine, what about you? You haven't expressed your opinion other than I can't be
did.
fucked.
No, yeah,
No,
that's
No, beyond that. If you could be
Yeah.
bothered to do it, is this an enticing thing for you?
Yeah.
not really, because it's like I said, I kind of engage with the internet like kind of from a distance. Like I'm not in it. Like, I live my life.
Jermaine's stance is look up, man. There's things out there in the
No,
world, man.
it's not look up. I'm still like I have my phone in front of me like a lot, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, what about this, Jermaine? What if you could also mute the metaverse and just engage with it? No sound. Because it sounds like the sound is the problem for you.
No, the thing is the effort. It's putting on a headset. It's like the effort. Like there is zero effort. Well, not zero. It's like a tiny bit of effort to
Okay,
just flick on my
okay.
phone.
I'll paint you a picture.
All
Jermaine.
right. picture this.
This technology
Mhm.
gets so good
Yeah.
that in the future,
Mhm.
you could hang out with the Wu-Tang Clan, and it feels like you're there in the room with them.
I'd
And
probably-
you could put yourself backstage, everyone's smoking weed, everyone's hanging out, everyone's playing PlayStation.
Mhm.
Would you have a jam?
Yeah, I'd have a jam at that.
RZA and
Sure.
Ghostface are scissoring each other.
They're scissoring each other.
No, Rizzer and Jizzer are
um,
scissoring.
Raekwon the chef is cooking.
Inspector Dick has a magnifying glass and he's like, hey, what's going on here, see?
Ghostface is scaring people from behind
Yeah, he's
walls.
in the corner.
He's going, "Ooh."
Can I
Red
tell you a
man's red.
random story? Can I tell you a random story?
Red Man's
Saying
really
Inspector
angry.
Dick. So, I watched the Dawn Raid movie, the documentary. Have you guys seen that?
Nah.
Not yet.
It's real dope. So there's a bit in it where they go to New York and Mariko tells a story about how he was in the studio with Inspector Dick recording a song, right? Which ended up on Mariko's album. And Inspector Dick goes into the booth, does his verse.
Yeah.
Then Mariko goes into the booth, does his verse. Then Inspector Dick goes, I'm gonna rewrite my verse. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. And it was
That's
like,
how you know you're a dope MC.
that's how you know you're a dope MC. It's like the coolest story. Like, oh
No,
man.
Inspector Dick's like, I'm gonna rewrite my verse. Come back tomorrow. Comes back with a worse verse. And it turns out he needed less power to keep up with Mariko.
He felt too good. He was like, oh.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm gonna save this one for another joint.
Anyway, we're getting quite far
Yeah.
along.
Anyway,
Like, how are
so
we gonna...
that's okay. Jermaine, do you feel filled in with the?
You don't know that much more than me.
I think Jamaine knows less now. I think we've confused him more. I think his knowledge is more murky now.
It's also, I think I saw a tweet that was like, it's wild that we put the most socially inept person in charge of how we socialize in the future, because he is.
Yeah, he's so.
He's like a robot, bro.
Yeah, but
Fuck, imagine if one day they revealed that Zuckerberg
is a
was
robot?
actually AI. Yeah. Incredible.
just write it.
Well, right, what?
The
I don't
film.
know. I don't know. People say that on podcasts sometimes.
Oh, we didn't come up with a sting for this. Okay, we need a what is okay. So
Yeah, wasn't it? What the hell is this? Like, I thought that's what this thing was.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Well, we all. This thing will be. This thing will be. We all say, "What the hell is this?" in a different way, and then
Well,
you
how about we
harmonize
all
it
say it at
together.
the same time?
We harmonize. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Harmonize it.
Okay.
Try to.
Okay.
3, 2,
Wait. Oh wait, are we gonna go like who's going high, who's going, or just
No,
wing
no,
it?
just freestyle it.
wing it,
Okay.
man.
Feel the vibes,
Okay.
man.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1, go.
What the hell
What
is
the hell
this?
is this?
Or something.
We'll take it. All right, Jermaine, roll us through to our next segment. We're running
All
out
right.
of time.
We had 4 segments, but we're going to have to cut it down to 3.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
This next segment is what I like to call clarifications. And this is
Okay.
where I clarify some statements that I made on the spot that I don't 100% stand behind. In the given the benefit of
Okay.
hindsight.
And this is
Jermaine.
this is the sting for it. Clarifications. I'm gonna clarify this because I said it and I don't quite agree with it anymore.
Nice. Nice. That's the
Do you
one.
guys know what that is?
No,
No.
what? That's the thing that you just did.
Yeah, but do you know what song it is?
No.
No.
You guys don't know the song?
No.
You're
Well, tell
saying that
us.
we should
Don't just
know.
keep asking us if we know it. Give us the information.
Now I have to Google
Or
it.
do we know as much
What, do
about it
you
as
know what
you
the song
do?
is?
No,
Is this
but it's in my
Yeah.
head. It's in my head.
We'll sing the
Is this,
actual
what
lyrics
the
and
hell
maybe
is this
we'll know.
situation?
Sing the actual
Is this-
lyrics and maybe we'll
Wait,
know.
Is this a
wait.
previous? Is this a previous segment situation, Pax, where we know equally amount as much as you do?
James, I just made the same joke. Oh man, we're out here making the same joke.
Can you hear it?
No.
No.
Or maybe I shouldn't play it.
That's not
No,
how
no, yeah, don't
computers
play it,
work.
don't play it, don't play it. Because of the copyright.
It's good,
This-
Charlotte. It's good, Charlotte.
How does it go?
How does it go?
Motivate me. Something can do this, something to
Hey, Pax.
something.
Hey, you know what? For that, we're doing a whole segment on your hackles, man.
No, leave
Next
my
week.
hackles alone.
Pax's Hackles.
Hackle chat.
No,
Hackle chat.
Hackle chat.
I have private hackles.
Okay. So this is where I clarify something. Well, any of us can
I'm actually
clarify.
so fascinated to know what
Yeah,
you're
what did
going to
you-
clarify.
So
Because
well,
I
there's
listened back to it and I was like, this is insightful stuff from Jamaine.
no. Well, there's three things here. One, at
Okay.
the
Three
end of-
things?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
three
Wow.
things. I'll go through them pretty quickly.
I
The
can't
first
wait for
was-
you to clarify this again next week.
at the end of the episode, my what is it? It's not called Final Thoughts. It's called Lingering Vibes. My
Lingering
lingering vibe was that I love my daughter. She's great, but I didn't love her straight away. That's not true. I did love her straight away. In fact, I kind of loved her before she was born. You know, I was like
Yeah.
this thing. Like,
What did you mean though when you said that?
Well, I was just trying to say something funny in the moment, and I was trying to round out the gist of what I talked about earlier in the episode.
You're essentially trying to do a gag.
Yeah, I was trying to do a gag, but the reality is I did what I should have said was I didn't have that moment of this has changed my life.
Yeah.
Like that's what I
Okay,
want.
I can't wait for next where he's like, okay, so I did have that moment where I was like, this will change my life, but just not in the same way that everyone talks about.
No, but that's what you know.
How much
That's
of
what
this? How
you
much
go,
of this
Pax.
was motivated by the fact that she'll probably hear this when she's like 16?
Yeah. It was mostly motivated by that. Mostly,
How much of this was motivated by the fact that did Chelsea listen to the podcast and go, what the fuck, man?
We haven't talked about it, and I don't know if she got to the end. She
Right.
definitely listened to some of the podcast. I'm not sure if she
Yeah.
got to the end, so I just haven't brought it up.
Well, me and James are going to snip out that bit and play it at her
And send her
21st
privately. Yeah. Oh yeah,
in front of everyone.
Second,
you joke.
second, and this is very serious,
Oh,
is
yeah.
that
Okay, serious.
I was very flippant about like mental health chat, and I think
Yeah.
it is really important for men to be talking about their mental health and be opening up, and because male suicide statistics are very high,
Yeah.
and especially among Maori men, and so I want to encourage people to talk about their mental health with their friends, and I guess I felt
Especially
like,
right now.
especially right now. I guess I just felt like the three of us, I can kind of be silly and make fun, and you guys know that I'm not actually making fun of your mental health. It's,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew that.
no, I knew that.
I definitely knew that.
cool. So I guess I want to have the listeners not use what I did as an example of how to treat their friends if their friends. are
Yeah, I
talking
didn't
about
cry
mental
for 20 minutes after the podcast.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't think about all week how the fact that I'd love to open up to Jamaine one day, but maybe I shouldn't because he's actually not receptive to it. But I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think it's fine. It's good. I get it. It's all good.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
now
didn't
that
scream. I
now-
didn't scream. I didn't open my front door and scream because
Into the void. Just
because my only group of friends that I felt comfortable with to talk about my mental health wasn't open
on
because someone
Well, that's see.
thought it would be funny.
That's why I'm clarifying so that.
And you know what, Jamaine? Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah,
That's a good
here we go.
clarification.
Yeah.
And the third clarification I want to make is that I didn't buy memory foam pillows. Memory foam.
Liar.
Yeah,
This
I
is
was
the thing I'm most mad about.
again. I was just trying to think of something entertaining to say in the moment, and I just like. I was in my head. I was like, "Oh, what?" And the room right next to me is my bedroom, and I was like, "There's pillows
Guys,
in there."
I love
And then
how
I was
this
like,
was
I
way.
didn't-
I didn't realize that we like Jamaine. You're clarifying everything. If I had to clarify everything I said based on the fact that I just want to be entertaining, but actually it's bullshit.
It would
Do
be.
you know how long that
2-hour
list
long
would be?
episode.
You don't have to clarify. Just let us think you bought memory foam pillows. You don't need to clarify
I was
it.
gonna say that was not weighing on my mind. That I was like, did Jermaine?
Speaking
actually
of
buy
things,
pillows?
that I've said out of the desire to entertain, but I regret, I'd like to wrap up this episode by saying clarifications. Jermaine said some things that he doesn't need to clarify, but he's doing it anyway. Clarifications.
What a weird choice of song. Where the fuck did that song come from?
I
in
don't
your
know,
head?
man. Sometimes
You-
there's a random song in your head and it inspires you. And for some reason, Good Charlotte and Motivate Me was in my head. Okay?
It's also such an out of character song for you to choose.
You don't know me.
I thought you were gonna say like
You don't know me.
Nipsey Hussle or like
You don't know
fucking
me, man.
Chingy.
Can you like what is the most
Jeez.
kind of group that you listen to that feels the most out of character to
Yeah.
who you are? So James,
Carpenters.
who do you, the Carpenters?
Well, no, I would say the
No.
Carpenters, but I am Filipino, and that's in.
Yeah,
I was about to
that's what I was
say,
gonna
every
say.
Filipino
I'd
listens.
say Haim, the indie girl
Oh,
band.
yeah.
I love Haim.
Who-
Bro.
they
Haim
sing
is my
like,
jam, bro.
Hold my hand in the car and rub my head for good luck.
Wait, that is from
That's
the
Haim?
perspective of a
How's-
Buddha statue.
How's
Hold my hand in the car, rub my head for good luck. The
How's
song
Haim?
called Buddha by Haim.
how's Haim spelled? It's spelled differently.
Haim.
Yeah, right.
Haim.
H-A-I-
It's like they're Jewish. Haim.
Chaim.
But they sing ooh yeah, you did me so bad. And
And rub my head for good luck.
Rub my head for good
Pats?
luck.
Pats,
It
what
is
about
in
you?
there.
Pats, what about you? Is it Good Charlotte or is there something else?
Nah, I don't really listen to Good Charlotte, even though there is a couple of songs I really like. I think the most out of character that I like listening to would be John Mayer
Ooh.
or who's the guy? I know it's weird. I know it's ironic that I've forgotten his name. but
Alanis
there's
Morissette.
one huh?
Alanis
it's not.
Morissette. She's singing
No.
ironic.
No, but it's one specific soundtrack that I listen to over and over again. But it's weird that I like him specifically. Who's the guy who sings the Cadbury gorilla drumming?
Phil
Phil
Collins.
Collins.
Phil Collins.
And is it Tarzan?
Yes.
My G.
I listen to the Tarzan soundtrack
Yeah.
and cry
I
all the
love
time.
Tarzan soundtrack, bro.
The Tarzan soundtrack is one of the
Big.
greatest soundtracks,
Oh.
movie soundtracks of all time.
Bro, there's one of my favorite TikToks is a guy. I think I sent it to you guys. He's a guy in a studio, like he's in the studio.
Yeah.
And like the camera's.
Oh
on him,
yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like POV, the recording art, the studio engineer watching Phil Collins record, and he's like, Phil, you don't have to go this hard. Phil, you're going. This is just a movie. It's a cartoon, Phil. Hold on. And like
It's
Phil
so good.
Collins is playing in the back.
Yeah, it's someone who's put all their musical energy into a soundtrack about a guy who thinks he's a monkey,
Grown up with gorillas.
and it's incredible. It's incredible.
So good. I wanna know. Can you show me?
And-
Great. Song.
When Phil Collins recorded that soundtrack, he did get the monkey off his back.
Hey,
All right, should we
see
wrap
that
up?
makes sense for that.
Should we wrap up
Oh,
the
can
show?
I do one quick clarification as well? I want
Oh,
to
okay.
apologize for calling Pax a pussy last week. I listened back, and you know what? I was like, I'm trying in my personal life not to say that.
Hmm.
I usually say
But I am,
coward
though.
now.
But I am though.
Oh,
Yeah.
meow.
No, 30 years ago I was a vagina
You are your whole body.
and I
Anyway.
morphed.
All to say that I try to say coward in real life now instead
Yeah,
of
you
pussy.
It's
Because-
much more
because
it's much more punchy as well.
It hits harder.
You
it's
coward.
funnier,
Coward.
It's funnier. It's punchier, and also I think what happens is in my head I code switch not on purpose when I'm around the boys, and so I'm like the boys. Here are the words that you use, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, blah. And so I'm
Yeah.
still like unlearning all the stuff that I learned from
Yeah,
high
yeah,
school,
yeah.
and so I go to pussy immediately. But I'm trying
I-
to say coward in real life.
I still say it, and I like to say it because it's kind of ironic. No, not ironic, but it's like it's the toxic masculinity, like doing a character. Kind
You're
of.
roasting it.
Yeah, I'm kind of roasting it, but I guess it doesn't come across like that. It just sounds.
What
like
are some
I think
other-
it's also no. I see. Here's the thing. Here's the difference between when you do it, Jamaine. Like usually it's like in real life and it's just us, and so there's like a trusted group of people.
Do you
that
do
we
it
know that
outside
that's
of
fun.
us
Oh, bro,
in
I
the
do it with
roasty
everyone.
way?
I do it with my daughter.
Interesting.
Yeah, because for me, I don't know. For me, it feels less obvious that I'm roasting it, and it's just like, oh, you just say that. I don't know. There's something about it pinged out to me. I was like, why
I
did say
do
that?
like coward. Because Desus and Miro say it, and Miro, I think Miro says it a lot. And
That's actually good. Like you fucking coward.
yeah, and I find it really funny when he says it when he goes,
Yeah. So
fucking
they
coward.
made it cool to say.
Suck
to
my dick
use,
from
you
the
know?
back, you fucking coward.
I like saying scaredy pants.
but aggressively. You fucking scaredy pants.
You scaredy pants.
Cool. So should we wrap up the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
okay.
so you guys aren't going to ask me who the out of character music that I listen to?
Oh yeah, sorry, Jamaine. What's the out of?
Why don't you just volunteer it, man? You don't have
Because
to wait for
I
us
was
to
seeing if you cared about me,
Far out.
and I'm not convinced that you do.
I'll figure
I
out
see,
what
I've got
Jermaine's gonna
Jermaine's
clarify
Hackles,
next week.
Boys, I just want to say, I know you guys do care about me. I was just doing it for entertainment.
I regret it.
I regret everything.
Okay, I'm just going to offer it, and I'm not
Also,
sure how
did
out
I
of
say I
character
don't
it
have memory foam
is.
pillows? Did I say that?
Did I say that? I just want to make it clear.
It's Paramore, but I don't know how out of character that is.
Ah,
Is that
that's
very
pretty out of character. Considering
What's a
all your other
Paramore
playlists
song?
is like hardcore hip hop.
Oh my god! For a moment, I was like, "What the hell are you singing?"
Yeah, that's Paramore, isn't it?
Ding, ding. Why does it feel so good?
That's the best Paramore song, isn't it?
No, these other really good songs.
Bro, Jermaine, you know I went to a Paramore concert in 2018
Oh,
when they came here.
Yeah.
It was I just got free tickets and I was like, oh, I'll go. It's a free gig. It's fun. I think it's one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to. It's so fun.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Those
Well,
white people know how to have fun, man.
all right. Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening and or watching.
We have our final segment, Jermaine.
What? Oh, the fourth one. I see.
They're still there in your dome, lingering around. They ain't going anywhere. What are the vibes?
I was gonna get to that. I was just gonna do a little thing before it.
Okay.
And
It
then
sounded like you were doing the wrap up.
no,
Or the
oh
thank
man,
yous.
why can't you trust me? I apologize at the start for not doing good hosting last week. That means I'm on the ball this week with the hosting.
Oh. Okay.
On the ball.
Hey guys, I just want to clarify. I wasn't on the ball. I was doing it for entertainment.
No,
What's
here's
your
what I'm
lingering vibe, Jermaine?
First of all, no. I
yeah.
just before we get to the lingering vibes, I want to
Oh, let me close it.
It's the lingering vibe, lingering vibes that are lingering. They're still there in your dome, lingering around. They ain't going anywhere. What are the vibes?
Oh, Jermaine, I can see why you did that a lot. It's so fun.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fun
everyone's
to
sitting
annoyingly play it, eh? It's really fun. Oh, mate. So, first of all, I want to give a warning to listeners.
Oh,
Don't listen to the podcast while doing other things.
yeah. Yes, we need.
Okay.
This is a big warning.
It's very, like, if
We
you're,
should put this at the top.
in particular, if you're moving pavers, stone
Like big,
pavers,
heavy pavers,
big
in your
heavy
backyard.
pavers, don't listen to the podcast at the same time as that because it'll make
We
it
had a
difficult.
friend.
We had a
Yeah.
friend who did that. All
And
right,
there was an incident.
so just a warning. I should have opened
You
with
will
this.
giggle and you will struggle.
Yeah. So yeah. Pax, do you have any warning thing not to do?
Is this a new segment? Warnings?
Pax, any warnings? Don't do it
I
while-
would a warning.
Mhm.
Don't listen to Good Charlotte 30 minutes before you talk to your friends. Because it'll end badly.
James,
It'll
got
be a
warnings?
train wreck.
A warning to just I don't know, man. Like don't when you're boiling water, just don't spill it on you, man. Just be just be
No, that's a
careful.
good. I mean, that's a good warning. Like,
Do you know why I thought that? I literally did the Mrs. Doubtfire thing of looking around in my room, in my kitchen, and there was a pot on the stove.
Mrs.
So-
Doubtfire. What is?
what's that?
Oh
No, no.
Okay, so this is
When does it happen in Mrs. Doubtfire?
here's the real. What the
I
hell
jumped
is
on
that?
Jermaine's thing, but went way too
no,
far.
no. I know what Mrs. Doubtfire is. I don't remember when this, what you're
No,
referring
that's
to.
how she makes. That's how Mrs. Doubtfire makes her name. That's how
Yeah.
he finds the name to call it. He goes and then like something casting doubt, and then there's a fire in the newspaper. She goes Doubtfire.
Oh, I don't remember that bit. But okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Are we
Robin
going
Williams.
lingering vibes?
Oh yeah. So
real
it's
quick?
time for.
It's the lingering vibe, lingering vibes that are lingering. They're still there in your dome, lingering around. They ain't going anywhere. What are the vibes?
Having the visual aspect of us having to wait for this thing has just added a whole new layer to the podcast. Because
my
they couldn't
lingering
before they couldn't watch us go.
Prudent for gags in there. It's right for gags.
My lingering vibe is be careful where you shucker.
Big lingering vibe. What's yours, Pax?
There was also
My
a
lingering
warning,
vibe-
so I kind of doubled up.
Oh
let me close the segment.
no! Wait.
See how fun that is, James? To just open and close segments.
The power. Is
Ah,
strong.
it's beautiful.
Pax, what's yours?
Mine is be careful what you wish for, but wish for it all.
Oh, Pax.
What?
Here's a better version of that.
Okay, go.
Be careful what you wish for, but
Yeah.
wish for what you care for.
Oh!
I think
That's now
I
that
think you're incredible, Jamaine.
now
I
that
think-
is a warm move in a cold pool.
James, your lingering vibe.
my
Guys,
lingering vibe.
can I just... No, you go, James. Oh, man.
Jace.
Go.
My lingering vibe is, if you're in lockdown still, if you're in Auckland, do something nice for yourself this week. Do a little self-care. The fourth segment we cut is actually a self-care segment, but I thought I'd
Combine
squeeze
it.
in
Combine
here.
it into one.
Find something to do just for you this week. You know what I'm saying? Treat yourself. Whether it's jack off, I don't know.
Do we close?
Also, one more lingering vibe
I couldn't
is
do it.
do not
honestly.
talk about my cuticles. Okay?
Hackles or cuticles?
Oh, Hackles. Sorry, Hackles.
You forgot!
Hackles.
What it was!
What's a heckle? I don't know. Just
Do we
don't
close
talk
the
about
lingering
it.
vibes? Close it.
It's the lingering vibe. Lingering that are lingering. They're still there. And you don't lingering around. They ain't going anywhere. What are the vibes?
Right, I was sorry. I was going to interrupt in the middle of lingering vibes, but I thought I'd better save it for afterwards. I've done a fucking phenomenal job at hosting
Have you?
this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you know what?
I'm real.
I'll
proud
let you
of myself.
clarify it next week when you listen to this again.
If you guys want to contact us, hit us up on fdbromail@gmail.com or on our Instagram or on our Facebook, and we might
We'll do a mailbag. We do a mailbag on
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
We've got
we-
this stuff.
I just got out of
Dangerous, bro. I ain't going back.
And we are gagging to use it.
so yeah, like if you mail us or want to actually express something to us that we can talk about on the podcast, we'd be happy to.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
if you like disagree with something we've said, or like you want to chip in and add your own 2 cents, we're open to that. It's
Yeah.
a conversation.
Thanks for listening. Music by.
SFD Beats.
Oh, were you about to say something?
No, I was gonna say music by
Oh, Hats by.
the Toronto Raptors.
Dangerous, bro.
Op shop somewhere near
I'm wearing the
Nelson.
Golden State
Op
Warriors.
Shop and Fielding.
Op shop and fielding.
Fielding
you
or
got that
fielding?
Fielding.
That's third secret.
Mhm.
Third secret.
Three
Pax
secrets.
actually bought the hat.
Ooh.
Hackles
I actually
by.
bought the hat.
No, actually, the secret from fielding is that Pax bought the hat in the op shop, but then wore the hat in the external shop when we were walking into the
So
op
I'm
shop.
wearing the hat before we get into the shop where
That's
I bought the hat.
secret.
And then because the hat is on the
It's
shelf
on the shelf. It's on the
behind
shelf.
him in one of the
No,
shops.
it's in the window or something. But he wore the hat earlier in the episode.
No, it's
so-
definitely in one of the in the back of shot
it's
somewhere.
something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were just like, Pack, what the fuck?
Anyway,
Hackles
Hackles by.
by?
Hackles by.
Oh, that's the third time I've done the same joke.
We're such good friends.
Our brains are like one brain.
Technical genius by
Mark Zuckerberg?
James. I was going to say James. James.
Oh,
is about
James,
something.
right.
Cut the shit.
Let's go.
Good work,
You know
James.
what I'm saying?
Um,
Shout out to Squadcast.
Oh,
Why am I shouting them out? I pay.
my headset mic by
Pax.
Pax gave me this headset mic.
Dangerous, bro.
Beautiful. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Peace out.
bye-bye.
Dangerous, bro. Frickin' dangerous, bro. Dangerous Bro. Frickin' Dangerous Bro.